Good morning, South Florida. I'm Eugene Ramirez. A dense fog advisory just expiring.
Today in Florida.
A live look outside our North Bay Village studios. A mother sharing her pain after learning that the teen accused of killing her daughter was a no-show in court. A birthday bash ending with a sudden smash. 7 on the scene after rapper Rick Ross becomes a target. Now at 9, a well-respected local chef struck and killed by a hit-and-run driver, leaving his family in mourning. The Boy Scouts of America may be scouting change. The organization considering reversing its decades-old policy of banning gays. Today in Florida at 9 is just getting started. Still ahead, smoldering wreckage. Amanda Bynes has apparently cracked after a streak of blue wig-wearing, bong-throwing craziness. And tonight, she's in a psych ward.
Was seen sneaking into Miss Piggy's trailer after shooting wrapped up last night.
And then you wonder why they call her Miss Piggy. Fingers crossed for our 2 hometown dancers. Alexis Giuliano and Curtis Holland just made it on last week, So You Think You Can Dance. Tonight, we find out if their dancing feet will carry them through. Snoop Lion has found himself a new protege, and it's none other than former CNN talk show host Larry King.
I'm with the Lion, and he loves to sing.
And today, Congress awaiting President Obama's signature on a much-needed relief effort for the victims of Superstorm Sandy. The Senate passing a $15 billion measure yesterday. President Obama expected to unveil an immigration overhaul today, but some key senators already got a jump start. Leaders of both parties saying that now is the time to deal with the 11 million illegal immigrants living on the fringes of American society. Senators announcing their goals for reform yesterday.
We have been...
The Hardwood superstars starstruck while chatting with the commander-in-chief. It's a big deal. A big basketball fan himself, President Obama, congratulating the team on their hard-fought 2012 championship. Sports director Steve Shapiro was there for the big meet and greet, and he has a recap from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Mike, you say screaming, I say shrieking. It's equal parts pandemonium and paparazzi here on Collins Avenue. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see the Orchid House here. This is where Justin Bieber is believed to be staying. The jury handing down their verdict after 8 long weeks of testimony, which included the testimony of Robin Lunsford, one of the jailhouse snitches. We'll have more on that coming up on 7 News at 5 o'clock. Also, the sentencing now being scheduled for February 12th. Many more details coming up. Keep it here on 7. We're live in Miami. I'm Eugene Ramirez, 7 News. The mission, according to an Associated Press investigation, to make them dissidents using social media. Hey, what's going on, guys? How's this for a casual Friday right here? I have my shades, my polo shirt, no dress shirt today. I'm on vacation, but believe it or not, I'm actually... The state announcing the approval of a 6-year, $220 million contract with a new testing company.
We live in a little village by the name of Louviers.
Matthew Meehan didn't realize a vacation home more than 4,000 miles away from South Florida would bring him closer to his family.
That right there is Camp 20 Grand, and it's only 25 minutes from our house.
Camp 20 Grand, one of several staging areas with thousands of tents where soldiers would wait for orders, is where Matt's grandfather spent 2 weeks in June of 1945. Thomas Meehan was a technical sergeant in World War II.
We heard little stories here and there, but never really took a lot of note to it.
Still, Matt's memory was triggered when he spotted a sign in France 2 years ago.
One of them was Henneville. And I remember thinking to myself, why does that name sound familiar? I picked up the phone, I said, Granddad, does the name Henneville ring a bell to you? He goes, yes, why? He said, well, I'm looking at it in the distance, I'm on a hilltop.
With his grandfather on the phone in Georgia, Matt retraced his footsteps in France, arriving at Camp 20 Grand, now a farm field surrounded by forest.
He knew that that's where it was, and he guided us right to the spot.
It was a neat virtual experience, but Matt, his brother, and dad wanted the real thing, so they packed up their bags, grabbed their passports and their grandpa, and headed to France.
Here you go.
In early May, 93-year-old Thomas joined 2 other generations of Meehans on a trip back in time and into the forest surrounding what was once Camp 20 Grand.
I'm just trying to pull my memory back.
Thomas Meehan had left something behind.
Trees were shady and we had been out in the sun, so we just stopped here and carved our initials. Some used bayonets, some used little daggers that they had found in Germany.
They searched tree after tree until arriving at the one Meehan thinks he froze in time 70 years ago.
I put my initials in, TM.
Thomas Meehan.
I'm glad I was able to get back.
But many never got that chance. The Meehans paying their respects to those fallen heroes at this American cemetery near Normandy.
To be able to experience that with my grandfather was, words really can't even describe it.
Memory lane.
Memory lane?
Yeah. Wow.
In Coral Gables, I'm Eugene Ramirez, 7 News.
In 2014, it's out with the old, and to do that, you gotta sweep. Literally, sweep up your house. So we've cleaned house, but now we gotta clean our space and spirit. In countries like Cuba, a bucket of water means renewal. They're not cheering for me, they're cheering for our host tonight, Gloria Estefan.
They're cheering for you, they're cheering
Maybe
for
for both of us, but I think it's really for you.
because you're a part of this.
Eugene Ramirez, everybody.